Hello, podcast listeners. We know podcasts are a great way to catch up on a program that you may have missed on KSJE, and it's provided as a free service of this radio station. But you know, KSJE is now listener-supported, and so while you enjoy this podcast, we hope that you'll also take some time to join KSJE. Become a member today. It's quite easy to do. Just go to our website at ksje.com/support and pick the level of support that best matches your budget. Thanks again for listening. Here's your podcast. 13 minutes past 8 o'clock. It is Monday morning, the 9th day of June, 2025. Good morning, everyone. I'm Scott Michlin. Thanks for tuning in to KSJE, 90.9 FM over the air here in San Juan County, New Mexico. In Durango, Colorado, we're broadcasting at 103.3 FM. And if you're listening to my voice anywhere else on Earth, you've gone to our website to do that, ksje.com. Also, welcome to our viewers who are joining us this morning. The video of this program is streaming out live to the KSJE Facebook page and also to our YouTube channel. So welcome aboard, everyone. So glad that you are with us, because coming up in the next few moments, my guest from Presbyterian Medical Services will be talking about the Roundtree program here on the program this morning. So stay tuned for that. It begins in the next few moments right here on KSJE. Then, of course, next hour, Mick Hess is going to be here taking over the studio, Roving with the Arts, our weekday classical music program, along with some arts news and other things that Mick will share. That's coming your way next hour, beginning at 9:06 a.m. Don't forget, you can also connect with KSJE on Instagram, Blue Sky, and X. Blue Sky is new, so check us out and connect with us there as well, in addition to Facebook and YouTube. And if you're a podcast listener, you can subscribe for free to KSJE podcasts on all these places where you're probably already listening to podcasts, and discover a new local program that you may have missed recently. Outside our studios here at San Juan College, it is a sunny Monday morning, 65 degrees at the moment. We're expecting a mostly sunny morning, maybe some increasing clouds this afternoon. The graphic shows more rain than I think we're going to even see today. Maybe a scattered shower popping up today, but highly doubt it. 84 for a high in Farmington, 62 overnight tonight. Partly sunny tomorrow with a high of 85 on Tuesday, 86 on Wednesday, 89 on Thursday and Friday, and temperatures in the low 90s Saturday and Sunday. Back with my guest with more right after this on KSJE. KSJE is supported by San Juan Regional Medical Center. The most important ingredients to sustaining health and wellness are the resources and tools that help you live a vibrant and healthy life. At San Juan Regional Medical Center, the goal is to promote health by making sure those resources are available. Find the path to the best life at lifebetterhere.com. San Juan Regional Medical Center. Better is our mission, improving lives through personalized health and care.
Ahead, turn right.
Isn't it nice to have a little help getting where you're going?
Your destination is ahead and 300 feet.
When navigating life's challenges, the San Juan County Navigation Center can help you with navigating housing, navigating transportation, navigating medical providers, and more. Learn more online at sjcnavigate.net or call 505-636-7110. The Navigation Center, connecting to resources, empowering lives.
You have arrived at your destination.
Back in Studio A with my guest this morning, as I mentioned, from Presbyterian Medical Services, Amanda Segobia is here. She is the administrator of the Roundtree program at PMS. Good morning. Welcome back to KSJE.
Good morning, Scott. Thanks.
Good to have you here. A reminder to our listeners that I am a proud board member of Presbyterian Medical Services, so full disclosure for our audiences about my connection to the organization. But Amanda, it's great to have you here to talk about the Roundtree program and some of the things that you are doing this summer and the activities and things like that. So as we get started, remind our listeners and viewers about the Roundtree program. This is a program for youth in the community, right? Young kids, really young.
Yes.
Yes.
We work with children ages 0 to 3 years old that show any type of developmental disability or that are born with an established condition, children that are at risk. So we get referrals from CYFD, and we also receive referrals from all of the pediatricians here locally.
Got you. Okay. And with that, then you work with these individual children and their families then to help them and maybe bring them up to their development levels or work towards that goal. Is that kind of the idea?
Yeah, we have a team of wonderful therapists that work in-home with all of the families, providing physical, occupational, and speech therapy services to them. Working in their natural environment because that's where the kiddos are most comfortable, and trying to provide parent strategies using a coaching model to get them to where they need to be. So just kind of giving them some ideas and a jump start to help the kiddos reach their milestones.
Got you. And of course, every child is different, and so some children may need more assistance than others, I would guess, in the program, and you can adjust to those children as they are referred to you.
Yes. The majority of the referrals that we receive are for speech because kiddos just aren't quite talking yet. And so they will just receive speech therapy. And then some kiddos, they do need to have all services. And we also work with the New Mexico School of the Blind and Visually Impaired, New Mexico School of the Deaf, to provide services if needed to all the kiddos here in San Juan County.
Right. True. And I remember the last time you were here, you also mentioned that you work with children who may be on the autism spectrum as well. Is that still part of your program?
We complete a autism MCHAT screening at ages 18 months and 24 months. My team's continuously looking for red flags for autism, having those conversations with parents. We don't diagnose autism at my program, but we do refer out to the Center of Development and Disability, Jumpstart programs, Insight Psychology, etc., to have parents receive those referrals.
Gotcha. Very good.
Receive the diagnosis.
The diagnosis.
Yes.
Got it. Very good. And so talk to me a little bit about what some of the things that you have been doing with your children. How many children are you talking about that are in the Roundtree program at this time?
We average 130 to 140 kiddos with 5 developmental specialists, 2 occupational therapists, 3 speech therapists, physical therapists, and we work with them to provide those services. So
right.
130 kiddos and in the homes and
right.
in the community providing those services.
0 to 3.
0 to 3.
Right.
Yeah.
That's okay. So folks that are familiar with that age know that's a handful, I would think, of 140 some odd kids of that age.
Yeah. We
right.
have just the children that we work with are in different stages, and
sure.
we work with them developmentally,
right.
with within community.
Right. You do trips and things like that and other things during the summer. Talk to me about some of the things you've got planned this summer for them.
Well, we have begun to do monthly outings.
Right.
So each month we work with, we invite our families to do different things in the community. We've been going to Fly High, to community parks. We're going to go to the Aztec Splash Pad. We did a Fire Station 2. Thank you, Fire Station 2. They were able to do a water spray down and a fire station tour with our kiddos. And then we have a family appreciation to say thank you to all of our families. And we really build good relationships with them. That's going to be coming in July.
Nice.
And we've also been doing community events here, like in the library kickoff event that was just last weekend. We were part of Babble to Brilliance, which was helping children and parents learn about the importance of language development.
Right. Mm-hmm. Got you. And so with these things, I imagine that that's really important for these kids to be part of these different trips and experiences to help them in their development as well. These things can kind of maybe reinforce kind of what the therapists are working with them on and things like that.
Yeah, the being with the kiddos at our outings, it promotes social development. Usually gross motor, fine motor. It's always time to work on any type of developmental skills
right.
within the settings. You can continuously work on speech language development. It provides them opportunities to be around other kids too.
Sure.
Because some of them, they do need that peer interaction.
Right. And that different stimulus too, I think, might be helpful to get them maybe experiencing these different things that maybe they can't do at home, perhaps.
Yeah, different opportunities for them to explore and engage in different activities that we provide. We always do make sure that we have little snacks for them as well.
Nice.
And things that they can play with and
Sure.
do.
Right. Well, and seeing a fire truck spraying water at them.
Yeah, that
doesn't happen
fun.
every day, so that's going to be exciting as well. You mentioned this family appreciation event too that's coming up later on this summer for all of your families to bring them together. Talk to me about that. Is it kind of one night event or one day event for all your families to come together?
It's going to be at JC Park here locally. And we're going to do some giveaways and some thank yous to our families, do some door prizes. And it's just going to be the same time as our regular outings from 10 to 12.
Got it.
July 18th. So any Roundtree families out there that have previously been in our program, we invite you to come because like I said, we build those relationships with our kiddos, and to see them a little bit older now, we invite them to join us that day.
So not just 0 to 3, you're inviting all of your kids back, I guess. If they've been in the program before, they can come to this event too?
Yeah, that would be nice to see some familiar faces and the families that we've worked with in the past.
Right. Very good. And so for folks that are listening to us this morning, I mean, again, talk to me about some of the ways that folks can get information about Roundtree if they're thinking maybe that could be helpful for their child, and what's the best thing to do? Just to contact you or in the office?
Yeah, we have, you can make a referral. Parents can refer themselves if you just want to have peace of mind that the baby's doing okay. All of our services are free, so you would go to pmsnm.org. You would call our program and speak with our Miss Edie, and she'll complete the referral.
Right.
And then you can also, we have a lot of scan bar, the scanning codes
Sure.
at a lot of different locations to connect directly to that site.
Gotcha.
And if your pediatrician does mention Roundtree, then that is where we will usually receive the referrals. So
that's what we're talking about.
yeah, so that's what we're talking about.
Got it. Very good. And so that could be an easy way to do it, is get a referral from your pediatrician.
From your pediatrician, yes, and parents can just call and self-refer, and we can complete an evaluation and get the kiddo to make sure that they're on track.
Very good. With the kids that you have in the program, is there a waiting list? Do you have room for more as these referrals come in, or is there a waiting list?
No, there's no waiting list. We provide services. Initially, the process is to complete an intake and then an evaluation. And if they do qualify, then we make an individual plan for that unique baby to get them to where they need to be, and we can start services after that.
Got you. And you mentioned, of course, that you're dealing with kids that are 0 to 3. Once they hit age 3, then is there some kind of aftercare or other things that you're able to do to help those families, or are they hopefully where they need to be at 3 years old? What's the situation in those for those individuals, for those kids?
So prior to them turning 3, we work with all of the school districts here locally to do a smooth transition to the school setting for them. So they would continue services if they qualify for the school, still showing a developmental delay. And so they're able to start at the school at 3 years old. If they don't quite qualify for the school, say that they're on track, then we would help refer to like a home visiting program with PMS home visiting,
Right.
Or a child care center, something so that they can continue to receive the support that they need.
Got you. So you've got options, I guess, right?
Yeah, we don't want to see a gap between the ages of 3 to 5 if the kiddo is still needing some type of support and the family needs that support.
Right. In most cases, though, would you say are kids at the area at the level that they need to be at by 3 in the Roundtree program? Or I know it depends on the individual child, of course, but do you see a lot of improvement, I guess, from 0 to 3? for a lot of these kids?
Yeah, we do. We definitely do see improvement. We score it with early childhood outcome, and so that's required by the state. So we put them at a level when they come in, and then when they exit, they always do show progress and improvement. And so I would say probably 75% still go to the school setting, if parents would like that,
Right.
so that they can continue to get those services. And at 3 years old, they're excited to go to explore to see what a school setting is going to be like, and the parents like it as well.
Sure.
Because the child is going to be around other peers to continue that social development.
Gotcha. But for you in the Roundtree program, most of your therapists are going to the children in their homes. Is
Yes.
that where this takes place?
Yeah, in the home. It's the most natural setting. It's where the kiddos are the most comfortable. They get to play with their own toys. We provide the strategies with things that the parents already have in the home, so they don't have to feel like we're bringing in something that they don't have.
Right.
And that's where all the services happen. We also do go into the community, like to E3 Children's Museum. We do a lot of visits there to work on gross motor in the playroom the Tots Turf that they have there, and then park settings as well. And even we could do wherever
Right.
their routine is. So we've even done visits in the grocery store if we're working on behavior, or we've done visits in the mall, play area. Just kind of depends what's good for the family.
Got you. And so this is something that you offer to every family that's part of the Roundtree program.
Yes.
These visits and outside the home activities.
Right. And I think in-person services is really critical, because I mean we do have being in the home and showing that hands-on support for each one of the kiddos that we work with is good. Telehealth services are also one of the services that we offer, and they are just as great too. With my occupational therapist is amazing at providing those strategies and really doing the coaching
Right.
with the families, and she's fantastic. So
Nice.
we do have that option also to complete a telehealth visit with the families. If the weather's bad or if someone's not feeling well, we can still provide that to the families to do a check-in as
It's
well.
not face to face necessarily. It could be technology over the phone, so to speak.
Right.
Or computer or whatever.
Yeah.
The case may be. So that's great. And I would think too that this also helps to maybe bring parents along, or guardians, or whomever is the caregiver for that child along the journey too, to understand kind of what's happening, what the therapist is doing, and how they could also help reinforce that when the visits aren't taking place.
Yeah, we work with them, and every time we leave a visit, we always give them something to work on. So we're always providing the strategies. We kind of give them the tools, and it's up to them to do the heavy lifting, because they know their child the best and they're spending the most time with them. And so we just kind of give them ideas and different opportunities within their routines to work on while we're in between visits
Right.
with the families.
Exactly. And then I guess then the therapist can see some gains over that time. Are they weekly visits, bi-weekly visits? How often are they visited by the therapist?
Depending on the caseload and the family's request, they're usually bi-weekly visits.
Okay.
Sometimes we go in at least once a week, just depending
Gotcha.
how much we need to build that relationship. Some kiddos are really shy, so we go in so that they get to know us
Right.
first, once a week. And then just giving them, again, like I said, those tools that they need, and really using
Yeah.
a coaching model to get the parents excited about what they're going to work on next, so that they can in the next visit say, look what he did, this is working.
Right.
And sometimes if it's not working, then we do something else to get whatever that child is going to be interested in to get them to where they need to be.
Sure. A different approach to
Yeah.
get to the same results, hopefully, right?
Hopefully,
is
yeah.
the idea. So that's great. And then, of course, in addition to that, you have these visits weekly that they go out on these trips and things and other activities?
Our monthly outings,
Monthly.
yeah, they're
Thank you.
monthly. They're
Yeah.
on the third Wednesday, and so we're excited, and we really like that the building those relationships in the community too, so that they're knowing about our program. And Fly Highs, they've given us. They have a day that kiddos with disabilities can go in
Nice.
to, so that they have it to themselves. I think it's like on a Saturday morning, but they work with us as far as getting them in. We do Fly High twice a year, do the community parks as well, and just different things out there,
Right.
to promote that social development for
Sure.
the kids.
Sure, very good. And again, your therapists are working with these programs that are they're data driven and things like that. I know there's certain standards that the program has at Roundtree for your folks as they're talking to these and working with these families and working with these children, and so that's an important thing for folks to know too, I would think.
Yeah, we of course have our standards and our regulations and things we have to follow.
Right.
We complete individualized family service plan, and then we follow up with the kiddo biannually at like a 6-month review to see if we need to adjust any outcomes that we've created, see if they've met the goals that we've started for them, and then we create new goals for them. And then if they continue to qualify, say they were born premature and then they come in, we can get that baby all the way from when they were born all the way to 3 years old. And so we complete annual IFSPs to redetermine their eligibility for the program. And we continuously are looking at what they've done and if they've met their goals, and create new goals for them if they have, which is a good thing.
Right, very much a
when they
good
meet
thing.
them, and it's really rewarding to see the progress that the kiddos can make, and the strategies are really working, and when they start repeating words and talking more, and really getting a kiddo that resolved torticollis, for example, or learning how to crawl or learning how to walk, if they fell a little bit behind. So it's really rewarding, and all my staff are really passionate about what they do, which is great.
I know they are. That's true. And I would imagine for mom and dad, that's got to be great for them to see, too, the results with their child, to see kind of, if a child is having trouble speaking or what have you, and then to see them kind of blossom and start to find their voice, quite literally, through some of the things that you work with them on.
Yeah, it is. We do build those friendships with the families and the parents, and they really get excited when their baby has met their goal, and they've worked and they've done their part in getting the kiddo to where they need to be.
Yeah.
And providing and following through with the strategies that we've provided, and parents know their child the best, so they work with them, and it is really a rewarding for everyone all around.
Exactly. I would think so. And again, you get to celebrate that later on this summer when you invite all the families back to get together and see how they're doing. And even if their kids have been out of the program for a while, they're welcome to come back too with the parents. As long as they've been in the Roundtree program, they are eligible to join you at that event, right?
Yeah, that would be nice. Yes.
Very, very good. And again, the date is coming up in July?
July 18th.
Okay. Very, very good. And so folks will be getting some information about that. Again, if folks are watching and listening to us and they're thinking about maybe how they can take advantage of the Roundtree program, ask their children's doctor, their pediatrician maybe for a referral, or just call the PMS office or go online to pmsnm.org and check it out.
Yep. Yes. Parents can make their own referrals again, just for that peace of mind to say, I want to see if my kiddo I want my kiddo to complete an evaluation, see where they're at, see if they're on track, and everything. All of our services are completely free of charge again. pmsnm.org, and you can call the Roundtree office and complete a referral.
Okay, very good. No charge for that.
No charge, nothing.
And they can self-refer, as you said. So that's what they are able to do. So wonderful, very good. Amanda, great to have you here. Anything else we're forgetting to mention this morning on the program before I let you go?
No, I think think that's it. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
It's
Thank
a great
you for having
program.
me.
So proud to be a part of PMS. Thank you for coming in and sharing the work that you and your staff does for the kids in our community. It's always great to see you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Scott.
Thanks for coming in. You're very welcome. That's Amanda Segobia. She is the administrator of Roundtree Developmental Services, a program of Presbyterian Medical Services, with me here on KSJE. Did you enjoy that podcast? We hope that you did. And if you did, share it with your friends. And if you really want to keep podcasts like this coming, please support KSJE. You can do it easily online at ksje.com.